sure. Do you know what's first grading or training?
So right now, because it's the free practice.
Mm.
Oh, but the instructors have the training, maybe? Yeah. There's nothing here now. It's just free practice from 11 to 1. It's just I'm getting graded.
Thank you. Thanks. Ah, yes, but not right now. In a little while. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go then, Joe. We're going to do your first grading. Bow. Fantastic. So the grading, it's just checking that you can do the basic stuff. You show it and then you go up to the next level. You learn the next set of moves, you go up to the next one. Yeah. First of all, I'd like you to stand in a horse riding stance. And we're going to give a quick check on the horse riding stance. And back, yes. Do the hip tilt thing and then straighten your back. Really tilt the hips. I think a little bit further back here. A bit more back. Bend the knees. Yeah. And really try to rotate the hips forward. Rotate them forward. Yeah. Okay. And now take one step forward into a walking stance. That's great. And step forward 2 times. That's That's right, remember to turn the front foot in once more. Okay. The front foot maybe a little bit further back. Remember the heel of the front level with the toes of the back. Yeah. Now shuffle backwards 3 times. And then just check your horse riding stance. Sorry, check your walking stance. Check your stance, that's good. And relax, yeah. Okay, now the bow arrow stance like we do in the weapon routines. Bow arrow. Maybe the front foot just a little bit further forward. This is a longer stance than the walking stance, 1.5 foot's length. Push with the back leg, stretch the back leg. See that question about the vein 10 and Qigong. Every time you do this stance, there's a stretch to pull on the leg. That's great. Okay, back to the horse riding stance and demonstrate the Shaolin punch, the twisting punch. And just leave the fist out there. Now I want you to do 20 punches in your own time. Hold it there, relax, let the shoulder relax here. Be relaxed and then whip the punch out. That's much better. Pull the other hand back hard. And I think that's 20. Relax. Let's see the elbow strike, the front elbow strike.
From horse riding stance?
Up to you, you can step into walking stance if you prefer. Let's watch that. That's great. Yeah. And the other arm, yeah. Okay, good. Relax. Now the back hammer fist. That's good. Okay. And the groin kick from whichever stance you prefer. Demonstrate a groin kick. And maybe a wee bit higher. Very good, yeah. Yeah, that's nice and quick. Okay, relax, relax, good. Now I'd like to see an upper block. The upper block. And just keep the elbow in a little bit more. That's it. So the elbow in as far as it'll go, the wrist out, and it's knocking something out of the way to the side. Yeah. And as you do the block, relax and whip. Whip up from the core. Whip up from the core, yeah. Okay, good. Now the single lower crane block. Yeah. So make sure you cover your face, so that kind of inward movement. Yeah, then hook the wrist at the end. Good. And again, yeah. If possible, keep your elbow tucked in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, very good. Now the double one with both hands at once. Good. And relax. You can come and sit down if you want to. Do you want to come and sit and watch? Yeah, come and sit down. Okay. Now the inner block with a lot of waist twist. That's good, yeah. Drive the action from your waist. Use waist power. Good. 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 Okay, and relax, well done. Shake the arms around a little bit. Okay. Now, I'd like to see your Chen routine. Maybe just start by standing up straight, yeah. Chest up, yeah. That was good. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more, tilt the hip, yes. Elbows together, wrists apart. Okay, good. Well done, yeah. So that's the some Chen routine, the first routine that we practice in the Tiger Crane art. This is the routine to build springy internal power and to develop the body to a good state ready to do the more advanced Kung Fu. Okay, the first bit of feedback. Let's go over and stand by the mirror. You stand on roughly on the line here, face forwards, sorry, face this way,
Oh, okay.
and do a horse riding stance. Now, if you look in the mirror, you can see there's quite a big curve in the back. So we've got to get those hips tilting, pulling the tailbone down, stretching out the lower back, yeah. Practice on that. Practice up against the door frame, yeah. Practice to get the back as straight as you can. And then, come back. Relaxation, yeah. As you get the relaxation, when you do throw out energy, it comes out with a snap, a spring. Yeah. It's got to be loose. You got to explode out of nothing, yeah. Explosion comes from relaxation, yeah. Very good. So now the questions, yeah. The name of our association, yeah, that's it. Okay.
The name of our association is the Nam Yang Pugilistic Association.
That's great, yeah. And the style of Kung Fu that we're learning.
Tiger Crane combination.
That's right. Now, your lineage, the founder of our association, your great-grandmaster, what was his name, the first one?
Master Ong Liang Wat.
Great, Ong Liang Wat. And his student, his successor, my teacher,
Master Tan Son Tien.
Tan So Tin, yeah. Okay, that's good. Now, the art that we do where did it originate?
In Fujian province in China.
That's great. And our club, Nam Yang, where was that founded? Where did it begin?
In Singapore.
Singapore. And in which part of Singapore?
The Geylang district of Singapore.
Geylang, yeah. And in which year?
1954.
Fantastic. And some Chen, the routine you've just done, if you translate the name into English.
The 3 wars.
3 wars. That's brilliant. Okay, everything exactly right. Joe, well done. Here we go. Bow. Okay, you've passed your grading. Give him a clap. Yeah, give him a clap. So, I hope to get a certificate printed today. It might be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow.
I'm here.
Now, yeah, run away. No, that's good. So we have nearly 15 minutes left, and we're going to use that time to start learning the next routine. The next routine is called Tep Bei Sam Chen. The Bei is a stance or a step, and the Tep means a shuffle. So this is the shuffling Sam Chen. That's what it means. And in this routine, we really learn to shuffle, because the shuffling is useful footwork. It's fundamental footwork. So we're going to start as we usually do. Now here's the good news, that all of the Tiger Crane routines start with the same opening. It's like the signature. It tells someone who's watching, okay, that's who's performing. So we've learned it already. Great, here we go. Bow. Up. Great. And the first step's the same. That's another relief. I can do that already. Grip. Now we shuffle forward, and just as your feet land, throw the hands out. Grip and repeat. And again. And now backwards. Okay, so Sam Chen, 3 wars, 3 steps forward to overthrow the Qing, 3 steps backwards to restore the Ming. That was the old Chinese saying, 3 forward, 3 back.
The first step, though, is an actual step.
It's a step, not a shuffle.
And
yeah,
then
you have to, you can't shuffle into the first one.
Right.
You have to step into it, and there's another 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's 3 shuffles back.
So, but you end and your right foot is forward, yeah?
Through the whole routine, the right foot's forward, yeah. There's no steps in this one. It's all shuffling with the right foot forward.
Okay.
Now, we've ended up here. We're going to shuffle forward and do this golden scissors. So stretch it right out and snap together. So this move we've done before in the Sam Chen, but in the Sam Chen, the first one, we had the lobster throwing out its pincers first. Now we're just coming straight up into the golden scissors. Yeah. 3 forward, 3 back, shuffle forward into a golden scissors. And I'd like you to try that. Chest up, expand the chest, elbows in, hands out, yeah. Golden scissors.
But it's here.
Yeah, stretch right back.
So if I'm here,
Yeah.
Do I-
As you're shuffling.
as I'm shuffling,
Stretch as you land.
okay, and then,
Snap them together.
okay.
Yeah, good. Okay, very good. Just a little bit of feedback there. When you grip the fists, close the fist and really grip. We don't want to see any daylight through here. That's got to be really tight, no gaps, no light showing through. There. There.
Chest up.
2 columns penetrating the earth. Pull right back and you get a little stretch here. Get a stretch, then release that stretch. Well, yeah. There. The same principle applies to the different moves. Here, stretch it right back. Release it. Yeah. Go on, give it a try. Yeah, that's much better. And don't forget elbows at the bottom. Elbows out to the side is inviting elbow damage, elbow strain, which we definitely don't want. Very good. Let's learn a little bit more. We've gone forward 3 times, backward 3 times. Shuffle forward into the golden scissors, shuffle backwards into double lower crane block.
Okay. So we shuffle forward,
Yep,
we shuffle back.
that's great. Keep your elbows in. Now, from there, come up to here, right fist facing left palm, and the elbows are quite outwards. Shuffle forwards, reach out to the front and elbow your hand. Yeah. Reach out with the thumb up. Sorry, the left hand.
Ah,
There, yeah. There you go. Yeah, good. Okay. So let's just go back to here and do that sequence together. Shuffle forwards, golden scissors. Shuffle back, double lower crane block. Up to the ready position. Shuffle. Elbow. And I'd like you to do that sequence.
so
Yeah. Okay, good. So this was good. Double lower crane lock. Keep the elbows in and circle, spin around the elbows. Yeah. Now up to here.
Ah, yeah. Okay. That's what
And then as you've come forward, reach, elbow strike. Yeah. Okay. Once more. From there. Forwards to there. Yeah. Backwards. Yeah. Up to here. That's as far as we've gone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's add one move to that. From there, pull your elbow back again, hands here, and back hammer fist. And as you do it, you can pull this left hand back to the waist. So we've done elbow, stretch right back, back hammer fist and pound down that way. 1, 2.
But you have to come across this way, yeah?
Okay, so elbow, pull the fist right back, stretch it right back behind you. Now the elbow flows forwards, and then as the elbow comes down, brings the fist down behind it. Yeah.
So, elbow. Arms comes back.
That's it, yeah. The back fist coming down on the centre line, on your centre line. There. There. Yeah. Yeah, good. Bend your knees. Bend your knees, yeah. Okay. So I'd like you to pick it up again from there. Shuffle forward, do that little sequence. Yeah. Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Do it one more time.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yes. Yeah. Good. Okay, good, good. Let's see. There. There. Keep the elbows in. Circle the hands around the elbows. And just practice getting it smooth. Yeah. Very good. I just one time try from the start, see if you can get up to there. Fantastic. Okay, you got it. You're almost there.
Almost there.
But we've run out of time, unfortunately. But we'll finish that off very soon, as in tomorrow morning. Great. Okay. So, once again, bow. Well done, Joe.
Thank you, Master.
Okay, thanks. Joe has passed his grading. He's gone up from the first level to the second, and he's learning now the new content for the next level of the Kung Fu. So yeah, well done, Joe. Would you like to give me the mic? Yeah. Okay. So now he gets a rest, and we've got instructor training coming up, and they're all being a bit slow at the moment. But do you want to maybe come a bit quicker, guys?
Take your rest.
So now we're going to see the instructors training, and they're going to be training on striking techniques today. Some kicks, some punches, and some palm strikes. So this one, I think you'll like, because there's a little bit more energy in this. Yeah, a bit more action. Priska, can you just do your little talk just for a moment?
Thank you very much, Master Yan. I hope you enjoyed it. Joe is really happy. I'm sure he passed like really easily. He's here with us since 1 month and he loved it. So I'm sure you're gonna see it again, grading on level 2 next time. For now, you are in Namyang Kung Fu Retreat. We are in Thailand, in Pai. It's really amazing weather, and we are in a retreat, so we live here. You can also come for 1 class if you want to discover the art, or 1 week, or 2 weeks, or 1 month, or 1 year. You can even stay forever with us, become a teacher, and really make Kung Fu part of your life. That's amazing. So now we're gonna do teacher Joe, instructor training. I guess maybe on striking, but we'll see with Master Yan.
Okay.
If you're interested, just check kungfuretreat.com.
Yeah.
See you.
Very many thanks, Priska.
Thank you, Master Yan.
Okay then, so here we go. We've got 5 today. We're going to start off practicing the front thrusting kick. Here we go, bow, and just a little bit of knee lifting. Get the legs moving. And walking stance, front thrusting kick. Now we want to get the hips traveling into the kick. Shoot the hip into the kick. Off we go. And relax. Okay. So we really need to get a good, strong chamber. That means bending the knee and picking the heel up towards the hip. The more the knee's bent, the more it can extend, and that is the muscle contraction in that extension that's giving you power. So we've got to get the heel up, and then there's a little lift of the knee comes after that. And it's as you lift the knee that initiates the forward movement of the kick. So we're striving for a very relaxed, it's almost like one movement as you actually do it. Let's take a look. Priska, really throw your hip in. Yeah. And Selena, you lift your knee just a little bit higher before you let the kick go, yeah. Can you get the hip a little bit further into the kick of here? Yeah. Bend it, chamber it, and then throw the hip in. Bend your knee as much as you can, Frederick. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually good. That's a good kick. Now let's try to get the hip further into the kick. Yes. Really throw the hip in behind the kick. Good. Okay, now you can throw the hip in a bit further and you can actually lean back a little bit more as you throw the hip in. Yeah. Try just a slow one, Buddha-san, just slow and extend the hip into the kick. Push it in, yeah. Okay, let's just try the other leg. So yours is going quite high. Lift the knee up, but the knee can just very, very slightly come down as you kick. Ah, yeah, much better, much better, much better, yeah. Curl your toes back so that you kick with the ball of the foot. Okay, very good, very good. How are we doing with time? Okay, we're going to jump straight on to the roundhouse kick. And I want to chamber the leg and get a pivot on the standing foot. Pivot on the standing foot. Kick in, come back. Now today, make a little bit of a change. We're going to start kicking as if we're going for either this point here or this point here. Now, you kick someone on these points and it really hurts. And it's a little bit difficult to move the leg, to put weight on it. Yeah. This is not a move that's likely to finish a fight. It's a weakening somebody move. So we're going to come in here, yeah, here against the leg, or you could be coming, yeah, same one, on the inside there. Yeah. Wham. That way. Okay, thanks. So in other words, we're starting low, but you've got a really good aiming point there. So let's try it. Chamber, kick. And the other leg, the other leg. And now I want to take a look. Change legs again. Frederick, a little bit lower. And relax, and relax. Okay, so to really improve the energy of your kick, relax the hips, and relax the waist. Yeah. let the waist move, let the hips move. I'll show you the hip joint here is kind of rolling in behind the kick. This is doing, it's lifted up, it's doing that into the kick and back. Yeah. So there's movement from here. You're engaging all your core muscle to throw the hip in, and as the hip leads, the leg follows. So kind of flicking in with the hip and back, back. Off we go then. Okay, relax. Good. Why don't you come and take a focus mitt from the front. Yeah, let's take a focus mitt. We're going to practice the kick on a target. And what I want to concentrate on first is kind of getting a whip-like action to kind of get energy into the kick. Buddha-san, could you hold the pad for me, please? Just extend it out to the front, okay? That's only a small pad, so we don't want to kick it with full power. We're not trying to take his shoulder out the socket. But I want to get a kind of sharp whip. Yeah. Sharpness. Okay. Not full power, but kind of sharp whip-like action. Okay. Let's take a look. Guys, you're going to rotate between the three of you. Take it in turns, yeah? Yeah. And, okay, after you kick, try to bring it straight back. Kick straight back, not drop it down. Yeah. Down a bit. Good. Okay. Yeah. And relax for a moment. Do one more. So now, back, back, back. Straight down at a stance, yeah. A little bit more of a tilt. That's better, yeah. Kick, back to the stance, kick, back to the stance, kick, back to the stance. Yeah, here we go. Good, good, good. Okay, Afia, you take the pad now, let Frederick have a kick. Okay, so first thing, lift your knee a little higher. Lift the knee higher. Right. Lift the knee higher, but don't turn the hips first and then extend. Lift the knee, turn the hip, and as you turn, the hip is kind of pulling the leg behind it. Pulling the leg behind it. This is a very weak movement. It's only this muscle that's really adding to the kick. We want to use the whole of the hip waist area on both sides, yeah, by making a coordinated body movement. Let's have another look. Now relax the knee and flick it out and back. Don't stop when you get to the pad. Just be completely loose. Yeah. Okay, change over now, Frederick. You hold the pad for Buddha-san. Hold on, let's extend that out a bit more. Yeah, yeah. Don't lock your elbow, that's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. That was good. Okay, that's good. That's good. For a roundhouse, maybe lift the knee a little higher and then turn the hip in. For the liver kick, it's going to come more like straight up. Yeah. And try lifting the knee just a wee bit more. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Well done. Right. Cycle around again and do the other leg. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take a look. What's going on here?
Just change legs.
That's all right. Okay, so first thing, knee a little higher. Good. And then you can roll the hip over. Hold on. Knee up. And then the hip joint is kind of rolling over. Yeah, this here, yeah. And you're pointing the knee downwards towards the pad. So you just hold for me there. The knee comes up, and then you roll, and you point the knee towards the pad. Yeah. So lots of rolling movement of the hip joint. Much better. Much better. Now extend out, extend forward at the end. That's very much better, very much better. Good. Change over. Let's take a look at Priska do it. I think extend it forward more and tilt the pad that way so the kick comes across. Now, Priska, I want you to not hold your foot there after you kick. So, get that angle, yeah. You just line that up, yeah. After the kick, the foot's just travelling back. Not, there, yeah. Okay. reposition that pad a little bit. So let's get the knee coming higher and rolling in and back. Good. Okay. Tilt the pad down, that's it, yeah.
Just keep bringing it up higher.
Yeah. Good. Okay, relax. Relax. So you've had a go?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Okay, put the pads down at the side for now.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
I see a lot of hands, so it's getting momentum here, but then completely out and back up with the hands as much as possible. Or just keep them there all the time for training.
Well, clearly different people have different opinions because we see a lot of variations. But my recommendation is that you just relax the hands and keep them there. Yeah. Then you're building balance. Yeah, if you can do the kick without having to move the hands around, then you got balance. If you have to do too much, you haven't really got the balance. Now, when people kick like this, they're kind of saying, well, I don't need a guard there because I've got my leg there, so I can drop the guard down and it comes back. But on the other hand, when somebody's watching, when they see this coming down, they know what's coming here. So to some extent, you're telegraphing the move that you're going to do by dropping a hand. Yeah. So if you can get better and better at just keeping your hands relaxed and in a neutral position, then you try not to telegraph. And there's definitely advantage in not telegraphing. Yeah. Okay, good. So let's line up here. And we're going to practice the roundhouse kick. I'll give you a choice for now. Either thigh height, the dead leg spot on the thigh, or waist height, about here. If you can do waist height, better to do waist height. And we're going to be advancing forward and trying to get a smooth, flexible movement. Of the roundhouse kick. I'll give you a count. Ready? 1. You definitely don't want toes pointing up in the air, because that means we're kicking with the side of the leg. And you kick with the base of the shin, so the foot this way, not this way. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is looking better, 7. Now we want to go right through the target, through the center line, and back to the other side. Through the center line and back, not stopping here. Yeah. Kick right through. Again, 1. Bend your foot back. You want to hit with the shin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn around, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Okay, now if you can kick a bit higher, kick a bit higher. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, turn around, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just want to try something. Priska, I want you to just show that super high roundhouse kick. Go on, show the kick.
Show it.
Just show it to start with, yeah? The very high one. Okay. Now measure it on the pad. Measure it. Good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Sorry? Yeah, okay. And now kick it. Good. Yeah. And it's sharp, whip-like, whip-like. Good. Yeah.
That's abs workout.
Oh, one more. Okay, good. There we go. Right, now you can kick Frederick in the head. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So, now, when you take a kick shield, I'll give it a quick practice on the kick shield. Again, I'd like you to kind of work it between the three. And rest. So stand a little bit further back, and I want you to practice extending your hips into the kick. Yeah, try. And rest a minute, let me have a go. So the hip here, we want to kind of bring it forward at the end of the kick, reaching into the kick. Yeah, reaching into the kick. Okay. And relax, loose and whip like, whip it in. Good. Okay, change over. No, change person. Yeah. Yeah. So go back a little bit and extend more into the kick. So you're building reach. Yeah. Hips forward. Yep. And now more relaxed, more loose, more whip-like. That was it. That wasn't. Go on. Not quite. More. Oh, that's more like it. Don't push it in. Don't try to use strength. Just whip it out. Relax. Try the other leg. The other side. In the center. Yeah. And relax. Yeah. Yes, like that. Yeah. That's better. You know what to do. You know what to do.
Yes.
Relax it, make it more whip-like. Yeah, good. How are we doing? Let's take a look.
Just went through one round.
Well, go for another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for the left.
Who's... hold on, so let's get it a little bit more tilted around so he's got the right angle on the pad. Go that way a bit, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was good. Try bending the knee a little bit more, then it whips out better. And that's good, that's good. Who's next? Okay, so Frederick, you go back a little bit because you're a bit too close, and you should be reaching out to get the pad. Off you go. Bit lower, let's get it right in the middle. Bit lower. Yeah. Now you've got too close to it, so move back, adjust your range. And again, and again. Yeah, that was good. Bend the knee more. Bend the knee and whip the foot out. Okay, that's good. That's getting powerful. Yeah, relax. Hold for boots on. Okay, so at the moment, it's sitting a bit with the side of the leg.
Okay.
So it's kind of coming up there and swinging across. So we need to get more lift here, lift up. Then hip rotation, kind of pulling over that way as we actually let go of the kick. Ah, that's better. Bend the knee more as it comes. Ah, yeah. Hold on. Turn it around that way more. Yeah. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Okay, relax. And relax, guys. So I'd like you to put the kick shields away and take a drink of water if you need it. So roundhouse kick, I want to keep it really loose and whip it in, yeah? That whip from here, that really gets a kind of stingy power and impact. That'll do damage. A blunt kick, that doesn't really do it. Yeah? So when it whips in, that you really get impact. Okay, guys. So So, practice palm strike again, starting with the direct palm strike out, out. So if we're going into a nose with the palm, just practice a few, just a few, and stop. So we don't want to stop here, and we definitely don't want to overextend the elbow. So there, there, in and out, not stopping, in and out. That's better, that's better, that's better. Keep your fingers up. I can see that doing that creates more power, but we don't want to get caught there. So still with the fingers fairly up, and then flick the wrist at the last minute. Okay. Frederick, I'd like you to hold the pad for the moment. And guys, take a quick look. There it is. So we want it to whip out like a snake, striking, coming back, and a sharp impact on the middle of the pad. Priska, you're going first. Yeah, let's take a look. And stop. Okay. So there's a bit of hanging around at the end, not as much as that, but it's hanging around at the end. I suspect that if the move comes from the shoulder, it comes out and it's a bit slow coming back. Remember, we want the move to come up from the feet. Joints of the leg loose. Waist loose, lots of movement from the waist. And it's that kind of wave-like movement through the body. So the arm won't stay there at the end. It's just going to and back, back, back. Okay, a bit more. Yeah. Go right through it. That's it, yeah. Okay, good, relax. Selena, you take over. Yeah. Okay, now yours is coming off in that direction. Straight in, straight back, straight in, straight back. Don't spread the impact.
Yeah.
Straight through. Okay, relax. Yeah, pretty good. There's still a little bit of a sideways movement when it comes straight. Afir, let's take a look at yours. Good. That's good. Okay, well done. Relax, put us on. We take a look. relax and stop. More of a whip back, you know, in and back, in and back. The blow's good, but I want to get that body movement that returns it, yeah. Much better. Much better. Great, thanks. Could you hold the pad for Frederick, please? And stop. Loosen up the legs, loosen up the waist. A movement that's coming through the whole body, a loose body onto the pad and back. Good, much better, much better. Okay. Oh, don't stop. Another few more. Yeah, that's looking good. Few more. Okay, now stop. Great. So, not quite finished. Yeah. Now what we're going to do, as soon as we can do that, pull back. Two in quick succession, double it up. Hopefully, you know, you splat someone in the middle of the face, straight back again for another one, yeah? Okay. Prisca, you're going first. And stop. Think of this as being the powerhouse. That's where the drive's coming from. 1, 2, the movements from the waist, moving from the waist, yeah. Better. Well done, relaxed. Selena, next. So, hold on. The first one goes fine, but you throw the second one from very close and you're not getting so much power. So, it's got to pull back. More back. So you get more energy into the second one, yeah? Much better. And relax. Good. I fear. Yes, take a look at yours. Good hand techniques, good. Relax your legs a little bit. Stay a little bit more planted to the floor. Well done, well done. I'd like you to take the pad now and I'll put it on. You just rest your arm for a moment. You're going after Frederick. Relax. Yeah. More waist, more looseness, more relaxation. and relax. Good. So next for you is to speed it up a bit. Let's take a look at Buddha-san. And okay, so it's good. The improvement we could make is to push less and whip more at the end. So don't try to push it in, don't try to be hard. Just get that whip-like movement, fast impact. Yeah. Like, you know, someone's pulled back an elastic band and they kind of ping you with it. There's nothing strong about an elastic band, but it really hurts because that kind of ping, yeah. Okay, just a little bit more. And stop. Get it more upright, yeah. Good. Okay, good. Well done. That'll do. Okay. Shake your arms around a little bit. Next one, we're going to do this chop that comes down on the collarbone. Chopping down on the collarbone. Can we just go over here for a minute? When you strike down on the bags, kind of not the very center, slightly forward of center. So if you imagine there's a flat surface there and one there, it would be the corner, just as it's turning around, because you've got a lot of thick tissue here, kind of tough, muscly tissue. We don't want to hit with the bone. Hitting with the bone hurts, but more importantly, it tends to break the bone. We don't want to break the bone, so we hit this way. There, not there. There, not there. Yeah, to get that slightly tougher surface there. And we're going to put that surface down on collarbone there. Now, there's different ways to deliver. It can be pretty much a straightforward action that comes down a little at the end there, or you can come more of a downward. For the sake of actually connecting, we're going to do the forward version there. This is basically what we do in the Sip-G routine with two hands. It's much more difficult to hit with two hands at once than just one hand. For practice, we can practice to do it with two at once, but for practical, you know, get in there and hit the collarbone. This is not a move that's going to work well in a sparring situation. It's more a kind of surprise situation. Get someone when they're a bit open, shoot in, break the collarbone, no blood, not causing too much damage, but it's painful. It makes it difficult for them to use that arm. You basically disable an arm, yeah. But you're probably hoping that it'll persuade them to back off, yeah. Okay, so just move back for a moment and practice that a few times.
That's what I think, so I was like, oh, I know this is it. Yeah, you're probably not gonna get this one to work in a fight. I should have done some work.
Okay, so focus mitts again. Let's break into the 2 and 3. So again, we're going for this collarbone, bone here. This bone that breaks very easily. If you don't believe it breaks easily, ask Dimitri. Ask Troy. Ask Marcus when he comes back there, down on that bone. Okay, thanks. On the pad, up a little bit here. There. Okay. Right, let's take a look. More waist. And less downward, more forward.
It's coming down because of my hands a little bit, so it's
Yeah.
a little higher. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And relax. Put us on. You hold the pad. Frederick, let's take a look. Yeah. And so hold them. At the moment, it's looking kind of like you're not letting go. You're not letting it travel. Yeah. Yeah. Let go. Don't hold back. Okay, relax. Now, Frederick, you hold the pad for fear. Loosen up just a little bit. Relax the shoulder, relax the elbow, relax the waist. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Much better. Keep sunk down on your stance. Don't let the energy come up too much. Yeah. Sink into the move, drop into the move. Yeah. Okay, relax, yeah. Try the other hand. Let's take a look over here. And rest. So again, we want a kind of fast in and out movement. rather than, yeah.
Yes.
So give it a try. So it's coming from the waist. It's about the waist and hips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So your arm needs to relax more. So it's acting like a bit of elastic, a bit of string. It's quite controlled. Get rid of the control. Be confident. Remember the point about throwing a punch. You don't put a punch, you throw a punch. Yeah. Let's have another look. That's better. And let it come back. You hit and you let it come back. Yeah. Okay. Change over. Too much push from the muscle. Relax. Whip from the legs and the waist. Yeah, do it like that. Do it like that. Don't pull it back too soon. Let it stretch out before you pull it back. Right in there. Yeah. Add in a little bit of wrist turn as you do it. A little bit of wrist turn. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a finish here. So we've been practicing our Kung Fu striking techniques using the genuine Kung Fu principles. Yeah. Rooted to the floor. Relax, letting energy flow through the body. Generate your power from the Tantien, from the core, and let it whip out, come back. Power out, power back. Okay. Well, I hope you found that interesting, and we're going to be back tomorrow about 3.5 hours later than now. Thanks. Priska, do you want to give your little talk?
And thank you, Mustang. Thank you, everyone. That was awesome. We really loved it. You are in Namyang Kung Fu Retreat. We are in Thailand, in Pai, and the north, in the mountain. It's really nice weather, really nice environment. So if you liked it, if you like to do Kung Fu, if you're interested, just check the website. If you want to join us just for one class, 1 week, 1 month, maybe 1 year, maybe forever with us, why not? You can make Kung Fu part of your life. So check kungfuretreat.com. kungfuretreat.com. Really easy. Check that out and see you soon.